Last time, we learned how to visualize the electric field from one or two charged particles. But in the real world, we deal with many charged particles combined on a larger scale in shapes like rods, rings, cubes, and spheres. With just a few modifications, our electric field code can show us the electric field of such charged objects. First, let's set the total charge of the shape we're interested in. Then we'll set up the dimensions of this shape. Let's start with a ring, which means we'll need to define a radius. Our ring will be made of many charged particles, which we'll set the number of here. The more particles we use, the more accurate our results will be, but too many particles will slow down the code. Here, we use a loop to create the particles around the ring. We need to place each particle at the same distance from the ring's center, but at a different angle. Like before, we add each of these charged particles to a list called sources, since they are the source of the electric field we're displaying. Then, we create a second list to record the points where we want to draw the electric field. You can think of this observations list as directions of what locations we want to travel to. Then we need two more loops, one that will take us around to every point where we're drawing the electric field, and one that will total up the electric field coming in from each of these charged particles. The resulting visual shows us again that electric field vectors come out of positive charges, but that they also have an interesting way of combining. In this set of observation points, the electric field vectors point slightly upward since there's more charge below them than above. But if we place our observation points along the middle of the ring, they point directly outward since there's an equal amount of charge above and below the ring. You can add as many observation points as you want to get a more complete picture of our electric field. Remember, these electric field vectors exist everywhere. We're only seeing them at the points that we specify to the computer. Once you understand the electric field of one charged shape, you can change to a different charged shape like a sphere or a cube. The activities at the link in the description below will walk you through creating these different shapes.